Welcome back, everyone. Well, it comes as no surprise that during the pandemic, a lot of industries got hit, but one that really got hit was hospitality. Well, I so happen to have a good friend who's been involved. Let me see, Tyler, I think we go back to the Sagamore days. And then I remember when you first told me about Spruce Hospitality, and I thought, oh my God, that's a really interesting thing. And of course, hooking up with the Moores and taking over the Queensbury Hotel, then building the Fairfield, and now we got a new surprise, a property up in Ticonderoga. So, and I rumor has it you were at all three today. Is that true?
Yes, yeah, a little bit here, a little bit there.
Never ending. You sure you like being in hospitality, right, Tyler?
Yeah, it is. Hey, you never know what you're going to get, so you're not bored, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're not bored for sure. Hey, let's talk primarily about all three properties. When we last left off, an in-person interview, by the way, which I hope to do again in the near future, we were at the Q, and you took us on a really nice tour of the project underway to redo all of the rooms. And I remember walking out of there thinking that the rooms look fabulous. Remind me of the W in their beautiful, simple sophistication. Really nice job. Give us an update. I understand the rooms are done, and we've got an announcement about a ballroom.
Yeah, no, we've been working hard. We pretty much have finished all the guest rooms. 5 years ago when Ed Moore bought the property, we kind of pledged to the community that we were going to restore the Queensbury back to the grandeur of when she was first built in 1926. We were fortunate enough to partner with the Finney Design Group. They laid out a great master plan and vision, and we've been chipping away at it ever since. So pretty much everything has been restored or redone. All the guest rooms, common areas, restaurants. Even during COVID, we restored the front desk back to its original look in 1926. And just been chipping away. But now we're just really, really excited that we got to announce the new expansion of our Adirondack Ballroom. That was an addition that the previous owners had put on in the late 70s, early 80s. And we're going to be able to add an additional 5,000 square feet of meeting space to the facility, new banquet kitchen, and give, downtown Glens Falls and our region, one large new ballroom that can accommodate 400 for a plated event, or up to 700-800 for cocktail parties and trade shows and things like that. So we're very excited and always have more to do, because in hospitality, when you finish something 5 years later, you got to refresh it. But that's what makes our industry fun and exciting, and we're looking forward to the future.
You know what? You breeze right past that. That's really big news for our community to have that ballroom. And I think you were telling me that the original, I think it's called the Adirondack Room or something like that, right?
Yep.
It was like 2,500 square feet. You're adding an additional 5,000 square feet. Hence, your ability to do plated dinners for 400 people and events up to 750. That's big news for our community. Really, hats off to you and Zach and Ed for making that investment in our community. Fast forward a little bit, Fairfield got open. I remember when you told me you're breaking ground on that, Tyler, of all things.
Yeah.
Give us just a quick update on the Fairfield.
Fairfield's going great. As you said, I was there this morning. We broke ground in the fall of 2018. We were able to open it in less than a year, and we opened it in the fall of 2019. Unfortunately, COVID hit as we were kind of doing our ramp up. So we didn't really have that first season to kind of get our feet wet, even though last season, even in COVID for our region wasn't, too bad. It did exceed expectations. But it's going really well. Obviously, we have a fantastic partner with the Marriott Corporation. They're the largest hotel company in the world. They have an amazing rewards program, and pretty much starting last weekend, we are just about running 100% occupancy through October. So it's all good signs ahead, and everybody's enjoyed the product that we were able to put there right at exit 18.
Yeah, right. And that has a very, very specific need and audience, which you're aimed right at, catering right to the business traveler. Hey, the big news for us, because we've got a place up in Hague, and it was just the morning after we drove by and saw that Emerald, this beautiful traditional golf restaurant place just south of Ticonderoga. had burned to the ground, which just stunned everybody. Fast forward, Mike Finney, Sonny Bonaccio went at it and built the new golf course building and Seymour's restaurant and the tap room. And that's, for our viewers, that's what's in the background here. And typical of the work of everybody involved, it's just top shelf. It's amazing. We stopped in last weekend, Tyler. It's really stunning. So outside of the fact, what are you doing?
It's an amazing facility. Zach and I were fortunate to, again, with our relationships with Mike Finney, that, he obviously with Sonny, we're here at the very beginning to kind of bring the facility back to life. The board of directors had already invested, I believe, close to $4.5 to $5 million into the course before the fire to try to restore the course back to its, original state from 1925. And then, what they built, whether it's a castle on the hill or whatever you want to call it, is just a remarkable facility. We have, Seymour's dining room, which is more of a steakhouse, refined dining area. That is, upstairs, and that has 150 seats, give or take a few. And then we also have the tap room, which is downstairs, kind of your more casual bar and grill atmosphere. It's got a beautiful outdoor terrace, covered patio, and then a little indoor space for the golfers when they come off the course and they want to, grab a pint and a burger and a sandwich, they can do that. And then also with upstairs, just, the ability to have a nice dinner, to come out and still have the fantastic views of the valley. The sunsets here when it goes over, whether you're, some people like lakes, some people like mountains, whatever it is, but the view and the way Mike designed it to be situated right here on this top of this little hill is nothing short of spectacular. So we are so fortunate that, they were interested in having us, partner with them. We've been open now since the Friday before Memorial Day weekend. It has, there's no other word, just saying kind of gangbusters. I really feel that it was a region that was underserved. We've had a great response from the community. I know we'll talk about staffing later, but it's kind of ironic. I have more staffing issues in Glens Falls than I do up here in Ticonderoga, just because I believe of the facility that was built and just everybody in the community was eager to be a part of it. So it's been a great story, and we like to just keep running.
You know what? It was such a tradition. The fire just was felt by so many people. And you're true. The tap room, commonly referred to as the 19th hole, by the way, is really terrific. And the upstairs, the view. If anybody knows that valley, honest to God, Tyler, my wife and I time our drives up to Ticonderoga to catch that sun when it goes down in that valley. I got news for you. It's worth it. Hop in the car, head up there. You will not believe how beautiful this place is. I got one other thing I want to just touch base with you on, and that's staffing. I can't turn my head, Tyler, without somebody saying, we need to hire people. We need to hire people and whatever. Anything you want to say to weigh in on that?
I think the assistance and the measures that were passed, by the federal government and state governments, obviously they were needed. Right now we're and no one could have foreseen, when the vaccination rates were going to kick up and things were really going to start rolling. But, right now it's very difficult to compete. When you look at unemployment benefits are about $17 to $17.50 an hour. And we've, and pretty much all employers have, raised wages and tried to compete. There's obviously a negative impact on the guest and the customer when all prices of commodities and food and everything is going up, plus now labor. But if I could just say anything, I really think that a public service message or the new approach should be that unemployment is there. However, you're supposed to be willing and able to get those benefits. And we really need to see if we can, make sure that everybody is truly willing to get back into the workforce. But more importantly is just to the local community that, unemployment might be there for now, but that train is going to stop. And I believe it was extended, the benefits were extended till the end of 2021, but it's a kitty, right? It's a pool. So if you're a worker and you're not putting money back into that pool, there are jobs to be had in our region right now. And if you don't take advantage of those jobs, when you then are saying, okay, my unemployment benefits are going to run out in November or December, there's not a lot of jobs in our region in December, January, February, and March. So when that winter hits, you may not have anything that you've kind of put back in the cookie jar, so to speak. So when you might need that unemployment to get you through the winter before the jobs come back to our region, there might not be anything left to pull from. So there's jobs everywhere right now. There's good paying jobs. I know that the majority of servers are making $25 to $35 an hour. Our housekeepers are making between $15 and $18 an hour. So please, I urge everybody that get back in the workforce. And camps are opening. Other things like that to help you do that with your families. And I know that if you spoke to the employers, if there was a childcare need or something, the employers would work with you, because everybody needs everybody right now, and we gotta get back to work.
Well, it's well said. And the point that I would make is that companies like Spruce Hospitality, they run local businesses and keep our local economy strong. So there's a win-win there for everyone. Hey, Tyler, great. I'll let you go. I know that you got a pretty busy schedule today, say the least. Man, I can't wait to see you in person again. And thank you again for everything that you're doing in the community. Your operations are first class. And once again, to our viewers, hop in the car, head up towards Seymour's it's Route 9. Heading, you get off exit 24, shoot over to Route 9, head north, and up you go. All right,
Appreciate
Tyler.
it. Thanks, Jesse. Have a good day.
Take care.